All right, YouTube. So uh, this happened. An NBA player. God damn it, an NBA player. He's black, married a white woman, and apparently stop. They had they just celebrated their anniversary or something like that. But it says that he referred to black women as bulldogs. Now, do I don't condone just voluntarily disrespecting anybody or turning anybody down or doing anything unnecessary. You get what I'm saying? But let's talk about that term, bulldogs, right? Look, I haven't been around any other race of women that really often or that much at all. Even when I was in high school, I was like 1 year. I was around a lot of white women, but I mean that's only 1 year. I can't really give you any, you know, personal thoughts on that. But as far as black women go, are y'all not? Let's be real here. You guys are really, for some of y'all for good reasons. Some of y'all are just incredibly aggressive. But yeah, bulldog seems to be a very good descriptive word for black women. It's just what it is. It doesn't mean that you're less than or something like that, but it's what that is. You're very aggressive people. All right. Now let's go to okay. So this was the somebody had added him or something. I don't know what picture he posted this on or what, but this is what this is. Some chick says, if these guys were not in the NBA, these white women would not even look at them. Then he replies, so I should go blind looking at you instead? No, thank you. And she responds, my point proven. Your mama is your mom your mama is a black queen. I hope I hope my other black queens put their will see how disrespectful you are. Did I read that wrong? And then he says, we are all kings and queens at the end of the day. Color doesn't matter. Wake up. Now, I fucking hate this back and forth. Cause first of all, the whole if you were in the NBA, guys won't look. If he wasn't in the NBA, you wouldn't give a fuck. Cause you wouldn't really want him like that either, right? Right? Y'all only really look at what y'all say. Look at what y'all say. When y'all get rich or when y'all get up somewhere, then y'all want to go and get a white woman. Okay. So what if I went and get a white woman? What if an average dude black guy goes and gets a white woman? Do y'all give a fuck then? Do y'all go around ranting and raving about the average guy that goes and gets a white woman? So the fact that you only care about the elite black guys shows that you don't really give a fuck about black guys. You just want something that benefits you. That's it. That's fucking it. And then he says, should I go blind by looking at you instead? Listen, um, just because you go and get somebody within your race, that doesn't mean they're not going to do you wrong. So just as much as it's a fallacy for him to go and get a white woman saying, "Oh, I feel safe." I don't know if he said that, but it's just example. It would be just as dumb for him to. I'm going to marry a black woman because I know she's not going to do me wrong, nigga. She might. So does it really matter at that point if that's what you're basing it off of? Dude, the laws are in your favor, black or white, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you want to leave a guy after you get pregnant, even you say that I've heard them throwing what do you call that? Prenups out. But even if they up the prenup upholds, child support is a bitch. So black or white, you can get a dude on child support simply for the fact that you don't want to beat him no more. And take his money. So it doesn't really matter if you get somebody black or white. It doesn't matter. And then here she go with the your mama is a black queen. First of all, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know who his mama is? I doubt you know him personally. But to assume that she's a queen, like, come on, dude. I'm sick of this whole king and queen shit. You're crowning people simply for the fact that they're black. That is not a reason to tell somebody that they're a king or a queen. It's fucking stupid. What have you done to be called a queen or a king? What have you done? So if everybody's a king, right? Because he's black, why do you care where he works? He's a king, right? So what? He makes minimum wage. He's a king. Don't you want a king? Now he has to earn it being king, right? When you put it in the actual perspective. Patrick Patterson continued his anti-black woman comments when he asked a black woman if he should go blind looking at her when she called out NBA players for being with white women, telling her color doesn't matter and to wake up. He's now issued a policy. My nigga, you did what? He probably trying to save his career. That's what he's probably trying to do. Nigga, don't take it back. Let it stop. Patrick Patterson apologizes for a Bulldog comment, saying he was responding to a man and his wife who made disrespectful comments about his wife, but two wrongs don't make a right. That he was not referring to black women and he apologized. Just nigga, stop. Yes, you were. That's the fuck you were. Like, come on, dude. Going back and forth with the man, Patrick Patterson said it didn't matter how his wife found him. All that matters is love. Then he went on to say he'd rather be with her than a bulldog. This led to many believe they were referring to black women. Nigga, you were. Let's cut the shit. Stop it. This chick says, we're flattered. Thanks for enlightening us. That was a horrible smart ass remark. Horrible. It's my man grinding, rolling in that grave. Okay. I don't take athletes serious anyway, cause what the fuck is YT? Women will bleed them dry and leave them for who they really want us when it's all said and done. Ladies, I've asked this before. Black women, I've asked y'all this before. I mean, y'all want to say that white women will take a man for all he's got. How many black women have sent black men who barely had anything to jail over some shit simply because they were being petty? So you can't really even use that because, yeah, she might take half his money and leave him with half of millions. But y'all have took niggas half of negative and left them with super negative. So can't use this. You really fucking can't. What the fuck is this?
In the meantime, let them snow up and... Alright. We see what old boy said. We know what he mean. Bro said in his post, should I settle for a bulldog and act like I'm happy? When Dr. King and preach keep it in the race. When Dr. King fought for equality, he pretty much saying Dr. King fought for me to get a chance at these white women out here, man. Dr. King fought for...
Okay, we're going to move on from that. When the non-black women date men like this and say nothing speaks volumes about how they will treat their children when it doesn't come out the way they hope. There's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. People really want their children to, have this and that. Like, and it's not just one-sided. We know that there are some people who want light-skinned babies and blah, blah, blah. But I remember being in high school, how you would hear the girls, no matter their shade, color, no matter dark skin, light skin, it didn't matter. They wanted after the dudes with like the long hair, or they wanted dudes with curly hair. Don't let him have any color eyes other than dark. And then it's like, I want my baby like that. Like, I have a cousin. She's female, but she has this son who has like all her physical features. Like he has her hair. It's like long and soft and like, it's not curly, but it's like super loose curls, some shit like that. And she has like this caramel complexion. And I made this joke about, because that's her younger son. She has the older son who just left high school. And she's like preaches that whole like no sex thing. You know how moms are fucking weird and unrealistic. But so I made the joke like, well, what are you going to do with this guy? Like, this guy has all the features that these chicks run after. What are you gonna do with him? They're gonna rape this guy. They're gonna want kids with long hair. They're gonna want kids with that complex. They're gonna what are you gonna do with that guy? So yeah, it pretty much a lot of and that's really mostly a woman thing that I can see. I haven't seen many dudes act like that. Not many. I've seen it, but not many. So that's mainly like a female thing to be like, oh, I want to try and create this super duper dope looking human being. Because honestly, I think most women look at kids like fucking action figures today. Honestly, he ain't even cute. Go away. That shit was stupid, pointless. I hope he doesn't have daughters. Why? Why can't he have daughters? Why can't he have daughters? Just because he thinks that about you doesn't mean he's going to think that about his child. This is so dumb. People's logic is horrifically stupid. Exactly what I said. Will he refer to his daughters as bulldogs? No, idiot. Well, maybe he could. I don't know. Maybe. And if he does, and that's his problem. That is not your problem. Why are you trying to act as if that does happen? All of a sudden, now what are you going to do? Try to get his kids? Like it's just so dumb. I hate people's logic. I really do. Don't worry, he'll change that tune when she's 35 looking 65. Yeah, sure, because she's absolutely going to look, she's guaranteed because she's white to look horrible because, black don't crack, right? All black women at 35 look fucking amazing. When he's 65 and she leaves him for a 40-year-old taking half his wealth and monthly child support equal to half of what's left. You know what? I'm about to, just to be petty, I want to go on Google, because I'm sure somebody's done it by now. I'm going to Google all the black men that are rich, that are successfully married to white women for tens of years and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to post that shit everywhere. Just to be an asshole for the fuckery that y'all display on posts like this. I hope she takes every penny. So you want him to suffer? So if a woman did anything distasteful, should I say, I hope he punches her in the face? Would that be okay? Because it's still suffering, just suffering physically. Can I wish harm on somebody? Damn. His daughters will be black. Okay. He just called his mother a bulldog. Wow. Okay. Why do y'all think everybody has to like their mother or their father? Why do y'all think everybody has to like their family? Some people are not treated very well by their family. Y'all know that, right? So then would that just, if he had a bad upbringing with his mother, would that then justify him saying that? Because if it doesn't, because then I would be generalizing, you asking this question doesn't make any fucking sense. You wouldn't actually got a picture of his fucking mother? Really? He has a beautiful black mother. Wonder where she went wrong. How do you know she did? How do you know she did? How do you know his mama wasn't the one black woman he ever met or known that wasn't a bulldog? How do you not know that? Don't blame mom, fam. He got free will and probably got to college and wild out. The fuck does that even mean? Black men can like whoever they want to like. I just want them to stop throwing black women under the bus when they do. That shit is just about their business. Yep. A self-hating black man who's going to procreate self-hating black children and blame it all on black women, all while looking like a bulldog himself. So, did you just discredit your own point? It kind of sounds like it. Because if he looks like a bulldog, then that means the children that he has, if they look like him, then you will have just called his kids bulldogs. Which means if a non-black person was to say the same thing, I wonder if it would be offensive at all. And about self-hating black men, how what? So what do you say about self-hating black women? And I mean the one who hate their appearances, who cover it up with as much bullshit as they possibly can. What do you say about them? Should they not reprocreate or something? Should they hold off until they correct their self-hatred? I hear y'all defending that all the time, actually. These types of stories seem to always be about some bench warmer. Pat is a bum, but okay. My nigga, the vet minimum in the NBA is 800 grand. So, him being on a roster for a full year, he's earned after taxes almost $500,000. So, I'd love to be a bum in the NBA. I really would. I might be done with this. There are plenty of decent men, many of whom aren't black, who appreciate the excellence of black women. This guy is ignorant, immature, and unevolved. Let him carry on. He's his own worst enemy. How? How? How is his not wanting to be with black women make him his own worst enemy? You don't even attempt to make sense. Y'all just want to sound righteous. This shit is so fucking annoying. How y'all can say stupid shit and then get backed up simply because it sounds okay. Was he baited? Yeah, but his answer shows that he doesn't consider the problems of black people to be his problems. I mean, well, are they? Color doesn't exist for some people once they're rich. Response is callous, and we should be glad she took the problem out of rotation and saved the black beauty. This was so smug. This statement was so smug. You're glad this white woman took this black man away and saved him from a black woman? How do you know? If he doesn't want black women, how the hell did the white girl save the black woman from him if he doesn't like black women? Your insults are terrible. Jeez. Could have gone my whole life without knowing who this black man. He did it for attention. He was asked a question. He was asked a question. He literally could have made his love is love point without the bulldog comment. The fact that he felt the need to throw that in proves he's not just about love is love. He actively has animosity towards black women, and that's the problem. His wife should be ashamed. Why? If he has animosity, you don't think he'd have a reason? Seriously, y'all don't think he'd have a reason? I'm not saying that every time a dude uh, or anybody does something in this manner, they deserve. They're not wrong. I'm just saying you don't think he'd have a problem. He have a reason. I hate the fact that we look at anything, and I literally mean anything, and don't try to understand the reasons within it or the births of it. I don't like that we do that. It's sometimes you can learn something. You can figure out a way to prevent whatever that was, even if it still means you disown whatever that person, whoever that person was. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of this and like the video. How do y'all feel about it? So he basically gave zero reason for why he finds his wife attractive, other than the fact that blah blah blah. He met. Okay, yeah, I'm out. Be right, not positive.